Oh, just a skate game.
Why do you keep on falling? Why do you suck at this game?
Hey man, look, I'm not bad. This character stats just suck. Look. Yeah, I found that in my games collection. Man, playing these really bad skate games makes me nostalgic for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and all those fun games we used to play as a kid.
Yeah, like Grind Session.
What the hell's Grind Session?
Wow.
Grind Session. Now this was one of the first games I ever played. Like, ever. And was also a direct competitor to the Pro Skater series by Tony Hawk. Now, why did there ever need to be a competitor in the first place? Well, there didn't. However, this does mean that Grind Session is lesser known, which means less views, which is what I'm all about. If you look at Wikipedia, this is the page on Grind Session. Grind Session is a skateboard game developed by Shabba Games, released on the PlayStation in 2000. And that's it. And needs verification. Okay. Yep. It's a skate game. There we go, it's verified. Give me that tick, YouTube. I have no idea how I acquired this game in the first place. I imagine my mum and dad thought this was the Tony Hawk Professional Skater Boy, so they just bought it for me to start my interest in skateboarding. And I did when I was 6. And I fell hard. They were probably laughing their asses off as I fell and started crying, and I wouldn't blame them. Watching little kids fall is absolutely hilarious. Now the developers really have just worked on skate games in their early lives, even working on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 later, so we could be in good hands here. Oh, this intro. Oh, it's so beautifully late 90s. You know, where life was seen through a fisheye lens and literally that's it. To be fair, there's some pretty cool skating and average but serviceable music, nowhere near as epic as Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 2 intro, but it's cool nonetheless. And because this is the PAL version, look, different languages with some groovy ass music. Plus, if you select a different option, you get a cool record scratch. Gotta say, that's pretty neat. So interestingly, we get 6 pro skaters to choose from, including John Cardiel, Ed Templeton, who founded Toy Machine, and one of my personal favorite skaters, Daewon Song, a master of manuals and weird and impressive tricks. So right out of the gate, I can tell this was a game made for skateboard enthusiasts. All the sponsors and buyers, I mean the regular video game homeboy rad as heck dude wouldn't care about any of these. It's even shown at the end credits that developers actually had a go at skating themselves, so there's some real passion here. Also, his blood type is thick. After choosing a board and whether trucks are loose or tight, I do like that touch, we get to go to the banks. Also, this guy is standing in front of a train. That's... ooh. Oh no. Yeah, he's a bit blocky and his face is messed up, but for PS1 it's not bad. But as for the controls, well, let's just say that if you look at the sentence I just said beforehand, it's not bad. It would be the opposite. I don't know what that joke was either. I think the biggest problem isn't the controls itself, but the controller. Because for some reason, I can't use the analog sticks, only the D-pad, which completely hinders the experience. On the back, however, it does say it does support analog sticks, so either it's the PS2 doing technology things that I don't understand, or the back is a complete fucking liar.
Yeah, because we're getting around the rank now where our hackers.
Fuck off, I'm with a friend, stop calling me! Hi.
Then don't answer.
But considering the fact I can't use analog sticks, I have to review off that, and oh my god, it's just so clunky. Aiming for set pieces or just basic rails and jumps is a bigger pain than it has to be, and you'll have to get used to that Daewon spouts out. The same damn way. In fact, every character in the game uses the same sound clip. Now, I'm not going to say that the Tony Hawk games didn't have the exact same problem, but there was one saving grace from that. Falling actually sounded like falling in that game. If you fall on the ground, blood splattered, you fell on your spine, you heard your bones crack. But in Grind Session, You recycle through like 3 animations while your character straight just glides on the ground like he's in Disney on Ice. It really doesn't make it feel as punk as it should be, and it feels so kid-friendly. Now that isn't to say that skate games can't be kid-friendly. Oh my god, that hurt. What I do mean is that if you're building a game with punk themes, pretty ghetto hip-hop, and overall made for skaters, come on. Going back to the controls, the turning circle is incredibly wide without much room for error. And let me remind you that my trucks were loose. Apart from that, everything else is as you would expect. X is ollie, circle is grab, square is flip, and triangle is grind. Everything is the same, except that you have to hold triangle to stay on the rail. Annoying, yes, but no, but it's just annoying. I think the problem is that Tony Hawk Pro Skater is still on the mind, so I instinctively let go of the triangle button to set up a sick-ass combo! But you constantly need to press triangle to keep on the rail. You have maybe half a second before you let go of the rail, so it's not hard, just a weird transitional period. But secondly, and more importantly, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. And here I think this is a good time to identify one of the major differences Grind Session has from Tony Hawk. You see, when you start the map, you only have 90 seconds to get a high score and knock down objects like boomboxes and trash cans, which I've always questioned in these sort of games. But there is one more stat to fill up as you ride around the map: tech lines. Now what the hell is a tech line? It's kinda like a gap in Tony Hawk, you know, where you jump over a gap, chuck a transfer, but instead, these range from short little rails to really long combos. But what's so special about this? Well, remember, you only have 90 seconds, and to do all the challenges is pretty hard, but the tech lines give you extra time, which is an absolutely cool feature. Rewarding good skating with extra time to do missions and gain points is crazy fun. That's something the Tony Hawk games never really touched upon. Everything's gotta be combos, you know, manual to this, primo to that, some ridiculous shit. But in reality, skate videos are nothing like that. You have lines where skaters just skate to the next set piece to trick off. Show off. Here, depending on the line, you can just cruise to the next pointer that is shown, although admittedly it doesn't really show whether the line has to be a combo or just cruise to, so it's easy to get confused. Blue lines give 5 seconds, yellow 10, and red 20 seconds, so there's plenty of ways to extend playtime to make sure everything gets done. And goddamn, it is satisfying to hear the little, to then get the yes! However, while I did talk about Tony Hawk's overemphasis on combos, here, comboing is a bit too hard. Not because of that weird press triangle to keep grinding Kingdom Hearts 2 style bullshit, but because of manuals. Manuals in the Tony Hawk games were the thing that allowed combos to keep on going, which is employed in real skating too. But here, manuals are just a short little animation which cannot be steered, no balance bar, and is completely straight line that cannot be cancelled. It's lame. Like, really lame. Like, who manuals or even 50-50s like that? If you could control your manuals, then honestly, I would say this is better than Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Seriously. It's just a shame that there are side missions that you actually have to get a high combo when the fuck controls make it so much harder to gain good combos to begin with. Although the prize for them aren't too great. Just some photos. Really? Is that the best you can do, Day One? It's funny that real life Day One's song can do more impressive things than yeah, that. So while skating around today, I found Grind Session to be strangely satisfying, despite its finicky controls. I mean, yeah, the controls do suck, but I'm not sure if that's just me. It says it supports analog controls, so maybe honestly it is just me. And to be fair, it's not bad. It almost stands up to Tony Hawk, but it's so close. But it doesn't hit it. But at least it's not Airblade where it needs to have a story, or Disney Sports Skateboarding where it's a complete mess. So, you know what? It did good. I mean, it was my first introduction into skateboarding, hip-hop, and rock, so I think this isn't too bad. You did good, Grind Session. You did good.
What the hell sort of game was that?
TerryByte's average reviewer. 2.
Man, this game was stupid. What sort of game focuses on reviewing video games?
I don't know. It's such a stupid subject matter, isn't it?
Man, you should be reviewing this game.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I mean, it's got a hell of a lot of flaws and it's trying way too hard to be funny, so... Yeah, you know what? That'll be a really good episode.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do it right now.
TerryByte.
TerryByte's adequate reviewer is a game that really tries hard to be good, but it falls flat. I mean, here's a game that makes you review a video game. How meta is that?